Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mr. Game Trader here, aka Evan, and I'm bringing you another Black Ops 2 commentary today. So, first off, a little bit about the gameplay here. If you can't tell already by the clan tags on the people that I'm killing, this is combat training. Now, this is not combat training like it used to be in Black Ops 1. I know in Black Ops 1, where basically you just go in to combat training and you play against all bots, and you could pick if you wanted bots on your team, the amount of them you wanted, how many you wanted to play against, the difficulty they were on, in the game mode and such. And then basically you just played against bots, and you put them on easy, and you looked like you were the best Call of Duty player of all time, and you had a lot of fun. But in Black Ops 2, you have a couple different options. I know you can still go and do like a custom game and turn the bots on and do, have your I'm amazing at Call of Duty times where you just go in and quick scope everybody and they don't even really shoot back. But what you're seeing right here is what I find a very, very fun and relaxing way to play Call of Duty. This is the online combat training mode. It's like boot camp or something, where basically you go in, and instead of hitting core and checking the game mode, you just go to where it says combat training, and you pick the second one, because the first one you can only do the first 10 levels of your like 0 prestige, and then it doesn't let you play anymore. But you can play this game mode. You basically go in, and it's 6v6, but there's 3 humans on each team and 3 bots on each team, so it's half humans, half bots. Which makes it really, really fun. But at the same time, you still have real players, so you're not just like completely destroying everybody, and it still stays fun, and there's a bit of a challenge to it. But that's the really cool thing about this mode. It's a nice medium between just I'm going to play with them on super easy and get 200 kills and never die ever and get a bazillion load stars, and then you get bored after like 5 minutes because you just kill everybody and there's no challenge. But then sometimes you'll have nights, I know for me it happens a lot, where you're playing solo and you run into lobby after lobby with people that are 2 to 6 man parties. And I mean, it's tough, even with it, sometimes with the 2 man parties, depending on how good they are, it can get really frustrating when you're just by yourself with really, really incompetent teammates. And you're trying to play, and you can't do well because you have people who are communicating and who have played together a lot. And it can be frustrating. So a lot of times, if I'm just kind of, having a bad night, kind of fighting to go even a lot of times, which it does happen. I mean, I consider myself a pretty average, maybe bordering on slightly above average player. But when I keep going even, like most games, and not picking up many kill streaks, a lot of times I'll go into this game mode and just kind of sit back, relax, and enjoy just playing and not having to think. Because you get a lot more enjoyment time out of this, and you can sit and play this for hours, at least I can, because it's not super easy mode, but again, like I said, it's just enough of a relaxation kind of game, this game type, that it can still be fun. So that's what you're watching here. This is a headquarters gameplay. That's the other thing. You don't get to choose what game mode you play. It's just all random game modes. But you play game modes you never get to play, and that kind of mixes it up too. So this is headquarters. This is probably like the first time I've played headquarters in this game. I used to play a lot in Modern Warfare 2. That was my favorite game mode. And then Modern Warfare 3 came out. Black Ops 1, never really played any of headquarters at all. So this was kind of a blast of the past with the game type. And I did pretty well. The other team really wasn't all that great, and of course the bots aren't super great. I don't know what level the bots are set at. They're not set at the easiest level. I'm guessing just like, I think it's recruit and then regular. I'm imagining it's probably regular, if not the one above that, but it's not veteran. So you can still get killed by them, and you get these crazy like moments where they'll just stick you with a Semtex or a crossbow from like across the map, and they go like aimbot on you occasionally, but for the most part, that's pretty manageable. But yeah, so this was a pretty good gameplay. I got 68 kills, I believe, which is pretty good, and got some good kill streaks. This mode is really, really, really good for getting all your high kill streaks, and that's probably one of the best parts of this game mode that really makes it enjoyable, is just having a good opportunity to get all your high streaks, which you can't always do every game in normal core lobbies of any game type, especially when you're playing solo. But in this game mode, I mean, unless you have a bunch of master prestiges on the other team, which happens sometimes. You have people that are trying to do the same thing you're doing, and it can get pretty frustrating. Yet it's pretty hypocritical to think that way. Um, but yeah, I mean, for the most part, you can just drop like load stars and swarms and dogs and orbital V sets all day long. Pretty much at least get a cycle of your kill streaks one time a game, if not more, depending on the skill of the other team. So yeah, so that's that. I would definitely recommend trying it out, especially like I said, if you're getting frustrated with the game. You can just kick back, relax, go and shoot some bots, and hope that there's some noobs in the lobby, and just really enjoy Call of Duty. Because I feel like, especially now that I'm getting into YouTube and making gameplays and stuff, that you kind of start trying too hard and thinking about it too much, and then it's like, what's the point of playing video games? The point of video games is, to kind of just, have fun, play in a party with some friends and just enjoy it. But I mean, you just want to avoid really, really trying super hard, and this mode will totally help you kick back and relax and really enjoy video games for what they were made to be. So moving on from the combat training and the gameplay here, I wanted to talk about kind of what the other part of this channel, what I want it to be about. I've been recording music for about, I want to say 5 years, like 5 to 6 years, basically out of my house. Nothing super fancy. I've played guitar for a long time now. Gosh, I can't even remember, like probably freshman year of high school, and I'm almost a junior in college now, so 6 to 7 years about. But yeah, I'm all self-taught, never took lessons. I played the saxophone in middle school growing up, so I was musically inclined, so I was really able to kind of just pick up and mess around with the guitar, and was able to learn how to play some, I mean, nothing super advanced, but over time I've kind of developed the technique. But so I'm really into hard rock, metal, what some people would refer to as screamo, although I don't really like referring to it as screamo because I don't feel like it's really accurate to what I listen to. I listen to more hardcore and metalcore music, and that's what I like to play and record and write. But yeah, so I've been doing this for a while, like I said, and I mean, my setup, basically, I have a MacBook Pro laptop. I have a Pod Farm, like GX, like the cheapest one, like the $100 one, which I don't actually use the unit anymore, but the Pod Farm software, which is just like a plug-in that's an amp sim for guitar and bass, and it's a pretty good amp sim. With the metal pack, it's the amps that come with it is unbelievable. But you have to have the actual PodFarm GX hardware unit plugged in as a dongle for the software to work, and that's kind of an anti-piracy measure that they've implemented. Which, I mean, it's good, that I definitely respect them wanting to not have their software stolen, but at the same time, I don't even use that hardware piece anymore. I just go directly line into my computer, and so it just kind of takes up a USB port. But, no big deal. I definitely understand why they have to do that, but I basically just have that plugged in to enable me to use the software. And that's basically it for guitar. I have the Steven Slate drums, which it's referred to a lot of times as SSD. EX, which is like the cheapest version. I'm a very budget-minded musician here. The cheapest version of their drum software, and the drums are exceptional. For any of you who know who Joey Sturgis is, those are a lot of the drum samples that he uses in his music. And if you don't know who Joey Sturgis is, he is an amazing producer, and he does lots and lots of things using Pod Farm. Pretty much everything he's done with guitars in his newer discography is all through Pod Farm, at least for lead guitars. But he is, like, a lot of people don't know him because he's not in, like, a mainstream genre of music that he's producing. He does pretty much all metal stuff. But his productions are really impressive. And I know when I was starting up wanting to learn how to record and stuff, I would try and make my productions sound just like his because I just love them so much. But I kind of, over time, have learned how I like to record my music and how to do it on a budget, and it is possible. So on this channel, I kind of want to be able to go in and kind of give some pointers and tips on how you can really make music for people who are just beginning. Now, I'm no expert at all. So I'm not giving like super awesome advice here, but just for people who are really trying to start, and trust me, I was in your shoes at one point, and I knew it was hard trying to figure out just how to get started. So I kind of want to be able to just for people who are like super amateurs to kind of give you some things that have worked for me and stuff, and hopefully that'll help you get started as musicians. But this channel is mostly gaming, but I also want to incorporate some music. So that's just about the end of this gameplay. Final score, I'm pretty sure it was 68 kills. Let's see, pops up. Looks like 65 and 17. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. See ya.